The sound of running water echoed through the small apartment, a rhythm that had become strangely comforting to Adam over the past few months. Life had narrowed down to a routine of early mornings, long work hours, and quiet nights with his 7-year-old daughter, Lily. Raising her alone after his wife's sudden passing had left a hollow ache in his chest that he couldn't quite fill. But nothing, absolutely nothing, could have prepared him for the moment he opened the bathroom door and froze. There she was, a woman standing under the harsh bathroom light, drenched, trembling, and looking completely lost. Her blouse clung to her form, her dark hair plastered to her face, and yet in the midst of her vulnerability, her eyes held a story deeper than words could explain. Adam's heart raced, a mix of fear, confusion, and an inexplicable urge to protect washing over him. She looked like someone who had been running from the world and had finally stumbled into a safe corner, though Adam knew this apartment was anything but prepared for strangers. Before he could even ask a question, she looked up and said, "Sir, I didn't know where else to go, I'm afraid. If you believe in kindness, second chances, and the quiet courage of strangers, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel Soul Tale, because stories like this remind us of the humanity we carry inside." Adam's first instinct was hesitation. His daughter was napping upstairs, and this was a situation he had never imagined facing. But the fear in the woman's eyes cut through all doubt. Slowly, he stepped closer, gesturing to a towel. "You need to warm up," he said, his voice low and steady, though his hands trembled slightly. She wrapped herself in it, shivering, her gratitude unspoken but shining through her eyes. Adam noticed bruises, subtle but unmistakable, that told him she had been through something terrifying. His protective instincts kicked in, and for a moment the weight of his own struggles, his grief, his sleepless nights, his uncertainty melted away. Over the next few minutes she explained, her voice breaking, that she had nowhere to turn. She had escaped an abusive situation, unsure who she could trust. Adam listened in silence, each word pulling at a part of him that he thought had hardened with loss. The small apartment, once a symbol of isolation and routine, transformed into a haven, a place where fear met compassion and exhaustion met care. He offered her water, a change of clothes, and the one thing he had learned was most powerful: his presence, his attention, his refusal to turn away. That night Adam found himself packing the apartment, wrestling with emotions he hadn't confronted in months. Fear, yes, but also hope. He realized that life, even in its harshest forms, could create moments of unexpected connection. By the time Lily woke up, the woman was sitting on the sofa, wrapped in a warm blanket, quietly playing with blocks alongside Adam's daughter. The scene struck Adam with a force that nearly brought tears to his eyes. Two lives, fractured in different ways, finding comfort in the simple act of kindness. Days passed, and the woman, her name was Mara, became a part of their little world, though cautiously at first. Adam faced his own inner battle, how to balance protection with trust, grief with the stirring of something like hope. Mara's presence challenged him to open his heart again, to believe in human resilience and the possibility of rebuilding lives that had been broken. In turn, her trust and vulnerability reminded him that strength is not the absence of fear, but the courage to act despite it. One evening, as Adam watched Lily tuck Mara into bed with a bedtime story, he realized how much his life had changed in just a few short weeks. The apartment was no longer just a home. It was a sanctuary, a place where compassion and courage intersected. The woman who had arrived soaked and scared had brought with her a force that began to heal all of them in ways they hadn't expected. Adam understood that true heroism often isn't dramatic or public. It is quiet, selfless, and unseen, like a hand extended in the dark. Near the end of this journey, Adam felt a profound gratitude for the unpredictability of life. It had thrown him into despair, yes, but also into moments of human connection that reshaped his soul. Mara's whispered thanks one night as she prepared to leave for her new, safe living arrangement hit him harder than any event in his past, proof that compassion could ripple outwards, touching lives in ways we often cannot foresee. If this story touched your heart, please like, comment, and share this video. Let the world know that small acts of courage and kindness matter more than we realize. Before you go, please take a moment to comment below what this story made you feel. It helps us keep sharing tales of hope and resilience that inspire us all. Adam closed the door after Mara had left, the apartment suddenly feeling both emptier and fuller than ever. He sank into the sofa, Lily asleep beside him, and for the first time in months, he felt a profound sense of peace. Life, unpredictable and often painful, still had moments of grace waiting for those willing to open their hearts. And in that quiet evening, Adam realized that sometimes the smallest act of kindness can change a life forever, not just for one person, but for everyone touched by it.